One city had to dismantle its entire police department just to survive. Another town voted to erase itself from the map. Literally. This isn't your typical crime list. This is the side of America you're not supposed to see. The cities even crime documentaries skip. Not because the stories don't exist, but because they don't sell. They haunt. We're talking about places where danger isn't just a statistic. It's a feeling. Abandoned streets. Failing systems. Names that trigger dread, denial, or both. Cities with reputations so bad even the welcome signs look embarrassed. You'll see forgotten river towns, eerie desert outposts, and places where deer outnumber people 10 to 1, and there's still crime. One city has a Confederate flag buried in its official seal. Another files for bankruptcy like it's a seasonal event. And what nobody tells you is this. Danger isn't always loud. Sometimes it's slow, quiet, and looks normal from far away. Let's break it down. Number 10, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Pine Bluff is the kind of town where headlines sound like fortune cookie warnings. Change coming soon. Except the cookie is cracked, and the fortune is about rising burglary rates. Pine Bluff's violent crime rate is more than double the national average. Property crime isn't far behind. Abandoned homes outnumber available jobs. The population has been shrinking for decades. Rent averages around $750 a month, not because it's desirable, but because demand collapsed after paper mills downsized and manufacturing disappeared. Unemployment remains among the highest in Arkansas. A local once said, Pine Bluff is the kind of place where even the stray dogs look like they're planning an escape. The city keeps trying. Revitalization plans. Arts grants. Hope. Then crime spikes again, or another business closes, and momentum dies instantly. Living here means learning risk management as a lifestyle. Lock doors early. Memorize which streets to avoid. Keep your insurance current. And the potholes aren't potholes. They're geological events. You don't drive in Pine Bluff. You navigate terrain. Number 9, Gallup, New Mexico. Gallup is one of the only places where detox centers run 24/7 and still have waiting lists. It sits in stunning desert scenery. Red rock. Wide skies. Then reality hits. Violent crime is nearly 3 times the national average. Property crime is high. Nearly 1/3 of residents live below the poverty line. Rent averages around $900, but the job market is thin, and alcoholism rates are among the highest in the country. Gallup is beautiful from a distance. Up close, it shakes. Living here means balancing deep cultural richness with systemic collapse. Emergency services are overwhelmed. Infrastructure is failing. You learn which gas stations to avoid. And which ones to really avoid. Gallup is a place where calm and chaos exist in the same breath. Number 8, East St. Louis, Illinois. East St. Louis feels like a city the system forgot. Violent crime rates have reached over 20 times the national average. Median household income is around $24,000. The population has dropped more than 60% since the 1950s. City government has faced bankruptcy, corruption, and repeated state intervention. This city didn't become dangerous because people moved in. It became dangerous because resources moved out. When infrastructure fails, crime fills the vacuum. Streetlights stay broken. Trash pickup becomes optional. Police response times stretch into don't wait. Despite everything, the community remains resilient. Churches. Youth programs. Block parties. East St. Louis has heart. It just hasn't had backup in decades. Number 7, Gary, Indiana. Gary used to be a titan of American manufacturing. Then the steel mills downsized, and the city collapsed almost overnight. The population dropped from 178,000 to under 70,000. Entire blocks sit vacant. Violent crime remains roughly 4 times the national average. Homes sell for around $50,000 because demand barely exists. Living in Gary feels like living inside the memory of a city. The roads crack. The winters hit hard. The emotional cost outweighs the cheap housing. Gary is a glitch in the American system. A reminder of what happens when an economy disappears faster than the people can leave. Number 6, Danville, Virginia. Danville looks charming at first. Historic buildings. Front porches. Southern quiet. Then the data appears. Violent crime is double the national average. Median income sits just over $40,000. The economy never recovered after textiles and tobacco collapsed. Until recently, a Confederate flag appeared in the city seal. Danville is a city stuck between past and future, with tension simmering under the surface. Revitalization projects stall. Schools struggle. Infrastructure ages quietly. Hope here exists, but it feels unfinished. Number 5, Compton, California. Compton is a contradiction. Violent crime is still double the national average, but it's declining. Median income sits around $56,000. Rent averages $1,600 a month and keeps rising. Gentrification is reshaping the city faster than longtime residents can adapt. One neighborhood has people riding horses. Another has gang violence 2 blocks away. Compton isn't frozen in time. It's changing. The question is who gets to stay. Number 4, Wilkinsburg, Pennsylvania. Wilkinsburg tried to solve its problems by merging out of existence. It sits just minutes from Pittsburgh but feels decades behind. Violent crime is nearly 3 times the national average. The population has dropped over 50%. Property taxes remain high despite limited services. Even attempts to dissolve into Pittsburgh failed. Wilkinsburg is a town with pride and community, but no leverage. Hope exists, but it's boxed in by bureaucracy and decline. Number 3, Stockton, California. Stockton declared bankruptcy during the housing crash and nearly did it again. Violent crime remains more than double the national average. Rent averages $1,500. Unemployment fluctuates constantly. Luxury developments exist next to boarded-up homes. Encampments sit across from gated communities. Stockton feels like a recovery story that never finishes the chapter. The heat is brutal. The economy is unstable. Progress feels temporary. Number 2, Camden, New Jersey. Camden disbanded its entire police department in 2013 and rebuilt from scratch. At one point, it was the most dangerous city in America. Poverty remains high. Income remains low. Crime has dropped, but so has the population. New developments sit blocks away from abandoned neighborhoods. Camden is a city rebooting itself in real time, with mixed results. It's proof that sometimes survival means starting over completely. Number 1, Newburgh, New York. Newburgh looks beautiful. Victorian homes. Hudson River views. Historic charm. Then the violence hits. Violent crime rates remain around 4 times the national average. Poverty is rising. Unemployment stays high. It's close to Manhattan, but feels worlds away. Newburgh doesn't feel dangerous until it absolutely does. Living here feels tense, even when it's quiet. It's scenic, chaotic, and unpredictable. Newburgh is proof that danger doesn't always look broken. Sometimes it looks charming. And that's what makes it worse.